Hello babes, today I'm finally gonna show you my corset collection, which is something that you've been asking me to do, and it's also something that I want to do, but at the same time I don't really feel like trying on 13 corsets, but still I'm pretty excited to be trying them on because there are some that I haven't used in, I don't know, probably 5-6 years. So let's begin with this one. This is a satin underbust in a size 20. I got it 4 years ago, I think, at Wave Gothic Treffen. I don't remember the store name, and unfortunately it has no tags, so I don't know which brand it is. But I remember it was super cheap because it was the last day of the festival and it was 50% off, so I paid like 30 euros or something like that for this. And it's steel bone, it offers quite a bit of reduction and I really like it. As you can see, I cannot fully close it here because it's too small for my ass, but at the waist and here it's quite good, which is difficult because I have quite a strange body type and it's difficult for me to find a corset that actually fits, and it's okay for my hips and my waist at the same time. This is the second one, is from Restyle, a Polish brand. It was also really cheap, approximately 38 euros. Since this one offers a bigger reduction, it's a size 18 and it fits quite well, or at least it fit perfectly the last time I tried it on, which was a few years ago. You can already see that it has a totally different shape. This one has a modesty panel, which is like my natural enemy. For me it's super difficult to keep it straight, so I gave up long ago. And also a quick disclaimer, I don't waist train, I don't use corsets for anything other than fashion. So if you see me doing something wrong or if you need advice for waist training, I'm not the right person to ask. You can visit Orchard Corset. They have a lot of tutorials and videos explaining how to waist train, the pros, cons and all that on their YouTube channel. So if you have any doubts, I would suggest going there. They also have very affordable corsets and their customer service is amazing. Okay, so a few hours later I finally managed to close the corset and oh my god, it was difficult not to break my nails with these ribbons. But it's finally ready. I couldn't close it completely because it's been quite a long time since I last used it and I didn't want to pull too hard, so I just left like an inch. And the back, again, this is a size 18, so it's pretty small. But considering the difference between the ribs, the waist and the hips, this is a perfect size for me. And I really love this design. I'm sad that Restyle is no longer making corsets. At least last time I checked their website, there weren't many corsets available. This one I think was out of stock, and everything in a size 18 was out of stock, so I couldn't get anything else. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. You can see I made a pretty big mess with the modesty panel, but that's because I cannot just pull it with my nails, I don't want to break them. I left like an inch. It's open in here a little bit because I didn't close it tight enough, but I don't really care. You can see it does the job pretty well. The fabric is super sturdy and high quality. I've had it for several years, but I haven't used it that much, so I cannot really tell if it would be suitable for waist training or not, because I've probably used it a total of 15 times in all the years I have it. But it's one of my favorites for photos. I just wish they had the same design in red brocade and not just purple, because I would love to have a corset like that, but in red and black. Okay, good to go. Now you see what a difference? Oh my god, I should wear corsets all the time. Unfortunately, I'm too lazy to waist train or to change out of my pajamas. The next one is my all-time favorite corset, and it's this Underbust PVC corset from Orchard Corset. As I said, they have a lot of information on their YouTube channel about sizing, about how to wear corsets, pros, cons, and their customer service is amazing. So if you have any doubt regarding their corsets, just feel free to ask them because they're really kind. So this is also a size 18. it has a pretty defined waist, so it offers a lot of reduction, but it's not as pronounced as the one I tried on before, so I think it's a little bit small for my ass. Maybe I should have sized up and I should have gotten a 20. I ended up asking my mom for help because I wanted the modesty panel to be as straight as possible. So that's it. I would usually close it a little bit more after 20 minutes wearing it, but since I'm gonna change quickly, I didn't close it completely because I don't want to damage the corset. So it's quite open still. Oh my zipper is coming down. Nobody told me. Anyway, you can see it's still quite open, but offers a lot of reduction. You can see there was a drastic difference before and after this corset, and I adore it. It's perfect. The fabric is just a dream. It's lined with cotton, so it's okay for waist training. It's very sturdy. It feels amazing. It doesn't feel like anything because it has a very pronounced waist, so it only pulls from the right places and not from your hip bones or your rib cage. When you're choosing a corset, it's very important to choose the right shape for your body type and not just the right size, because as you will see, I have corsets from 18 to 22, but with the ones that are right for my body type, my waist will be a lot more pronounced, whereas with the other ones, my waist won't be noticeable at all. So, what do you think? I think this is my favorite from my collection, and I would love to get another one from them in the same design but with a different fabric, because as much as I love PVC, I know it's not something you can wear every day. So maybe, I don't know, the lace one that they released like a year ago is perfect. The next one is from Burleska Corsets. This one is the Helena Burgundy Taffeta Underbust corset. It is in a size 22, which means it's not going to give me such a big reduction as the previous ones. Just closed it. As you can see, it doesn't offer such a big reduction as the other ones, but it is very, very beautiful. It's still bone, but for me it's more like a fashion corset because it's not reducing my waist. But if your body type is different and it's actually right for your body type, it will reduce your waist because it's really high quality and it's really well made. As you can see, it's quite open because it's too small for my hips, but at the same time I noticed that my real waist is lost somewhere in here, but that's why I like corsets that have a more pronounced hourglass shape. But still, this is a very, very beautiful corset. I adore the fabric, I adore the colors, and I can't wait to take photos with it because it's so, so beautiful. This next corset is my very first corset. I bought it when I was 15 or 16, I don't remember. It's a mid-bust corset in size 22, which is way too big for me, but at that time I didn't know how to pick sizes for corsets, and I bought it online, so when I received it I realized it was huge. But it doesn't matter because it's so beautiful that I really don't mind. As you can see, I fully closed it and it's still too big for me. But it doesn't matter, it's very beautiful, so I don't care. I've had it for over 12 years and I'm not planning to sell it. So, as I said, it's a mid-bust corset, which means it ends right where your nipples are, or a little bit under. It is steel bone, made of fine brocade and lined with cotton. It's really, really good quality. It's from a Spanish brand called Spina Torsad, but I'm pretty sure they closed down at some point. Anyway, for the time that they existed, I got 2 corsets from them, which were really high quality and really beautiful. This was the first one. And oh my god, this is my favorite because it has not a very, very pronounced waist, but a lot more than the other one I will show you right after. And these frills at the bottom and top are just perfect. You can imagine how happy I was when I was 15 or 16 and I got this. I was wearing it to be at home, I was wearing it all the time. And since it's way too big for me, it's not like waist training, it's just like putting on a t-shirt because it's, as you can see, it's very big. it doesn't reduce my natural waist or it doesn't do anything. Because I know someone's gonna tell me you shouldn't be waist training at 15. Yeah, I know, it doesn't do anything because it's big. And now I'm gonna change into the other one from them. This is it. It's also from Spina Torsad, the Spanish brand I told you about before. This one is a size 20, but since it's very straight as you can see, it's a bit small here and very big in here. I noticed my waist is somewhere around here, which is not the best. I used to love it when I got it because I was very young, I didn't mind. I like the fabric and I like the frills and everything, but I'm planning to sell this one because I don't think it looks so good on me, and in the end I never use it. That's how it looks on the back. I made a mess with the modesty panel because, you know, I'm not the best at placing corsets. I couldn't close it more than this because it's so small in here that my ribs and my hip bones are just, they won't let me close it further. I'm already exhausted and I still have like 8 to go, so I don't know if I'm gonna survive this or not. So I changed into the next one. This beauty is from a brand called Sacrifice. I don't know anything about them. I got it secondhand on eBay probably 10 years ago, so I'm not sure if you will be able to find anything from them or this corset in particular, but it is really beautiful. This one is a size 22, again it's steel bone. I have so many fake corsets and corset tops that I decided to leave them out of this video because otherwise it would take hours to film this. So this is again pretty straight, so not the best for my body type. I can close it completely. I don't have to deal with the modesty panel. It didn't come with one. I'm not sure if it was like that originally or the first owner removed it, but I'm happy because since I can close it completely, I don't have to deal with it. It's made of purple and black PVC, which is something very rare. I remember there used to be quite a few corsets, like in a web called Dead Girls or something like that. That was online probably 10 years ago. There were a lot of these corsets in different colors, PVC, very beautiful, but I'm not really sure if they're alive anymore. So I really cherish this one because it's something hard to find, and although I don't wear it as much as I used to do when I got it, I really like it. This next corset is similar to the previous one, but this is from a brand called Two Wizards. I'm not sure if they are still in business, but they used to sell pretty cheap gothic clothes quite a few years ago. It's all black and white and has this design in here which I love. Again, the shape is not right for me, but since I got it when I was very young, I didn't really know. And the worst part of all is that it has lacing at the back and at the front, so it takes ages to put this on. Again, this is an underbust corset, but since I'm very short, it's more of a mid-bust for me. That's why I decided to leave the last one open. And you can see it's more of a fashion thing, again, like the previous one, than a corset meant to reduce your waist. It's pretty big for me. It's big all over, although it's, I think, okay, I could close it a bit more at the back, but my hands hurt already, so you get the idea. It also looks better if you leave it a little bit open. It looks very beautiful, and since my hips are too big for it, I'm just not gonna bother. Ooh, I guess you would have never expected to see me wearing something so colorful. This is totally not my thing, but it's totally awesome at the same time. This one is again from Burleska, and it's a size 22. Again, I think the pattern is the same one as with the Helena one I showed you before. It's kind of straight, but not as straight as some of the ones I've shown you. And I have to leave it a little bit open at the bottom and close it more here, although because of the modesty panel, I couldn't close it completely because I didn't want to damage it. But you get the idea. It is really original, it is really weird, and although this is kind of strange, I really like it. It's totally different from the things I usually wear. You're gonna have to give me ideas about how to style this because I have no idea how to wear colorful clothes. I've been wearing goth stuff since I was 11, so this is the only colorful thing I own. It has a hidden zipper on the front that you can hide and it's like there's nothing in there. And it's my only corset with a zipper, so it's really cute. Seems like I had totally forgotten about this corset, which is also from Burlesque and also closes with a zipper at the front. It's, I think, the same design as the previous one in terms of the pattern used. Also the same size, the size 22. And the difference is the fabric and the details here. This one is amazing. I have it for a year or so and I really love it. I remember I received it the day I got my driver's license. So it always reminds me of the day I passed my driving test. It was the first try, but I was terrified because I'm really bad at, not at driving, but at being around people. And whenever I see people and people moving, I get really stressed. This is, again, a steel-bound underbust corset. It's made of vegan leather and it has several metallic details, which I love. It is almost completely closed. I could have pulled more, but my hands hurt at this point. I think you can tell a lot about a person by the way they lace their corsets. And if this doesn't scream lazy, I don't know what does. Just like the previous one from this brand, this is also from Two Wizards. It doesn't have any zipper or the front basque or anything, so you have to lace it completely every time you want to wear it. And I'm too lazy for that, that's why I want to sell this one. Even though it is so beautiful and it has this stunning like a metal detail on the front. It is a very industrial goth or a cyborg goth. It closes like this at the back. I should have closed it completely, although this is really bad for my body type, and as you can see, even if I wanted, I cannot close it more than this, and here it's still big. So again, one of those corsets that don't really fit me, but that looks stunning. In any case, I'm planning to sell this one because I find myself grabbing the Orchard a lot more than this one. I think the last time I used this was almost 10 years ago, so I don't think I will be using it too much. This is the first overbust of the collection. This one is the one that's mixing steel bones here and plastic bones here, or that's what I think. But different from most fashion corsets, this one can actually alter your body shape. The only reason why it doesn't give me such a pronounced waist is because this is the smallest size that they have. This is from Termian Corsets in a size S, and it's still too big for my waist. So even if it's closed completely, it's still not really pulling or anything, but if I was bigger, it would give me a very beautiful and defined waist, which is not something that usually happens with fashion corsets or corset tops. So that's the only reason why I decided to include it here, and also because I barely have any overbust corsets, so I wanted some variety. It is very beautiful, comes with the sleeves. They are not detachable, but they are really cute. You can wear them like this or like this. I don't remember exactly how much this was, but I remember it was cheap for the quality, and I was expecting something more plasticky and more, you know, like the ones from eBay that are really ugly. But the thing is, it's super beautiful. And last but not least, we have this beautiful corset dress from Burleska. I think this is called the Ophilie dress in brown leather, of course fake leather, so it's all vegan. This one is a size 22, which is extremely big for me, but it doesn't matter because it's so beautiful. I, however, wish it was my size, because if you notice here, I could fit another me inside this corset, but it doesn't matter and it looks amazing for photos. I know I cannot do this justice here in my room, so I will include a few other clips that I took outside. I think they were in portrait mode, so sorry about that, but I hope you can see this better. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed trying this on, although my hands hurt a lot right now, but I am super happy that I got to revisit all these things that I hadn't tried on since forever. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I upload videos every Sunday, so if you like gothic fashion and makeup, be sure to subscribe because I will have a lot of beautiful things prepared for next month, which is gonna be Halloween month. Okay, take care and I'll see you next week.